Welcome to the video on the surface area of spheres. In this video, we're going to take a look at how to find the surface area of a sphere or a hemisphere as well. So first of all, what is a sphere? It's a set of points in space that are a fixed distance away from a given point, which is called the center. Okay, the radius of the sphere, just like the radius of a circle, connects the center to any point on the sphere. A hemisphere is kind of like a 3D semicircle. Okay, it's half of the sphere. And finally, a great circle is the circle that divides a sphere into two hemispheres. So basically, if you picture a tennis ball, and if you cut that tennis ball perfectly in half, the top of both of those halves would be called a great circle. The formula for a surface area of a sphere is very simple. It's just T equals 4 pi r squared. So it's the pi r squared that we know from a circle, but it's 4 pi r squared for a sphere. All right, let's just give one a shot. Number one is just find the exact surface area of a sphere with diameter 76 centimeters. Let's start by writing down our formula. T equals 4 pi r squared. We don't know r, but we can find it. Remember, our radius is half a diameter. So we're simply going to put 38 in for r. And it says exact, so do not type pi into your calculator. Instead, just type in 4 times 38 squared, and you should get 5,776, and then write the pi square centimeters. We're still talking about area, so we're still square units. Number two, find the surface area of a sphere with diameter 6 feet. Now we're going to round to the nearest hundredth. All right, so once again, diameter, so let's take the radius, is 3. And now it's 4 pi times 3 squared. But it says to round, so this one we're going to type everything in the calculator, including pi. And if we round that, it's going to be 113.097, or 10 would be the correct rounding of that. What if we had a hemisphere? Think about a bowl like we have here. How do we find the surface of that? Well, if a full sphere is 4 pi r squared, hemisphere is just half that. So we'll divide that by 2. And 4 divided by 2 is just 2, so it would be 2 pi r squared. Now, what if that hemisphere was closed with a lid on it? How would you find the surface area of that? Well, we'd start with the bowl, which is just a 2 pi r squared, and we'd add in the area of this, which is another circle, right? And the area of a circle we know is pi r squared, so 2 pi r squared plus pi r squared would be 3 pi r squared. So to sum this all up, the area of a circle is 1 pi r squared. The area of a semicircle without a lid, a hemisphere without a lid, is 2 pi r squared. The area of a hemisphere with a lid is 3 pi r squared, and the area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared. So number 3 is just find the exact surface area of the closed hemisphere. So we're going to use T equals 3 pi r squared for this one. So it's 3 pi times 15 squared. And it says exact, so we don't want to type pi into our calculator. And that should give us 675 pi square meters. Please make sure that you are following along on your calculator and making sure you can get all these numbers. Number 4, find the exact surface area of an open hemisphere whose diameter is 10. So if it's open, it's 2 pi r squared. The diameter is 10, that means the radius must be 5. And again, it's exact, so we don't type pi in our calculator, and that would be 50 pi square yards. Number 5, what is the diameter of a sphere whose total surface area is 1936 pi? All right, so remember our formula for a surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared. So if I put 1936 in for t, if I divide both sides by pi, I would get 1936 equals 4r squared. If I divide both sides now by 4, 1936 divided by 4 is 484. And if I take the square root of both sides, I get my radius is 22. The question asks, what's the diameter? So my diameter then would be 2 times that, which is 44 meters. Last one, a soccer ball's diameter of approximately 8.8 inches. A basketball has a radius of approximately 4.7 inches. Which sport ball has a larger surface area, and by approximately how much? All right, so let's do this in 3 steps. Let's do the soccer ball, and then the basketball, and then our actual answer here at the end. All right, the soccer ball is going to be T equals 4 pi. The radius is half of 8.8. So 4.4 squared. Now it does say approximate here. So we are going to be rounding this problem. So type everything in your calculator. 4 pi times 4.4 squared. And our answer is approximately 243.285 square inches. The basketball is going to be T equals 4 pi times the radius 4.7 squared. So typing all that in, the basketball is 277.591 square inches. So obviously, which one's bigger? The basketball is bigger. By how much more? Well, we're just going to subtract this minus this, and it's approximately 34.31 square inches bigger surface area than the soccer ball. Okay? That is going to do it for our look at the surface area of spheres. Thanks again for watching this video today.